श्री श्री निताय चैतन्य चंद्र की, श्री श्री निताय गौर चंद्र की, गंगामयी यमुनामयी की, भक्ति देवी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, शिला प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, युग धर्म श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की, श्री हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की, समावेत भक्त वृंद की, जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Swami? Right here, the man in that one.
Please help me say Hare Krishna to His Holiness Hanumatpresaka Maharaj. It's always very fun listening and learning from Maharaj when he gives us a class, because Maharaj always makes it very interesting. Those of you that have cell phones in your pocket, in your purse, or in your lap, we ask you to please put it in a silent mode. Hare Krishna. This is Maharaj's instruction. If it does go off, you will have to buy a set of Srimad Bhagavatam book, which we're running a special on, by the way.
Okay. Have cartels, yeah. Okay. What song should we sing? Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. Hari Niskota Brenda Bipineshe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Tarune Mandala Mahite. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Srimati Radharani ki jai. Jaya 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 Haridasa.
Jaya 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 Haridasa. Jaya 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 Haridasa. Namara Mahima. Namera Mahima. Korila Prakasha. Jaya 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 Haridasa. Namara Mahima. Korila Prakasha. Jai. So today is the anniversary of the Tirobhava disappearance of Sri Haridas Thakur. And no pictures, I don't think. Yeah. And so he's a very, very big component in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. He'd be coming for the first time or something. On our altar, of course, we have, by their mercy, the objects of our contemplation. And right in the center is Radha Nilamadaba, which is Jehovah and Maria. So you can also tell anybody. It's the same thing. It's idea of worship of love, worship of God in a conjugal sentiment. And in Christianity, this is called bridal mysticism, and it's something which is only discussed by monks and nuns who've been monks and nuns for 45 years. Okay, now we're not talking about something gross. It's a very, very beautiful representation of Krishna, Radharani, and below that is, of course, the Parampara, the last 5 acharyas. In cultures that worship the ancestors, many cultures around the world, they'll have something representation for the last 5 ancestors. Then it goes into the urn of general ancestors, like ashes or something like that. So if you become pure devotee, 25 previous generations are liberated, right? Yeah. But it doesn't mean 25 back, it means 5 back, and each of those branching 5. And so on. So it's like a branch out. So these 5 generations we should know them. We give a lot of potency by understanding that these are not ordinary human beings, that we're participating in a very profound intellectual, mystical, tradition. And then on this side is Giriraj Maharaj, Hantayam Adrir Abalahari Dasavarya. Who knows that verse? For 25 points. You can't have prasadam at less than 50 points. How's it go? Hantayam Adra Abalihara Dasavarya Yad Rama Krishna Charanas Parasha Pramoda Manom Tanoti Sahago Ganayos Tayoryat Paniya Suyavasa Kanda Kanda Mulai. The gopis tell each other, just look, my dear friend, at Govardhan. He is the best devotee. His hairs are standing up in ecstasy in the form of grass because Rama and Krishna are stepping on him. He gives fresh grass, soft grass with such nice flavor, herbs, water, springs, for Krishna and the cowherd boys, like that, and so on. So we can chant these prayers and meditate on them, take them to heart, and then everything will be revealed. So Giriraj, Radhagiridhari, 6 Goswamis, and then other side is Panchatattva and Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. So Haridas Thakur was an intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya in all of his pastimes, and he was born in what kind of family? Muslim family. Yeah. And of course, according to the rigid caste system at that time, this was worse than being a computer programmer or something like that. It was like, what do you call them, scribe or something, somebody, Brahmin, Kshatriyas, all the way down to artisans, And so he was very, very low class person, according to the society, but Lord Chaitanya made him the Acharya, the supreme preceptor for chanting of the holy names, like that. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, of course, there's tremendous, biography, resources all about him. His early life is not so much described. At some point, he came into the association of Advaita Acharya, and he and Advaita Acharya, of course, great personalities, both of them. And it says that when Lord Chaitanya was born, it was Purnima, and also an eclipse. which is very inauspicious. So all the Hindus were bathing in the Ganges and everything else to counteract reactions, and all chanting the names of God to become free. Chanaka Pandit, you know Chanaka Pandit? Yes, Prabhupada said the greatest politician who ever lived, but also a Mayavadi. Like that, so on. Yeah, he makes Machiavelli look like a child. You know, in India, in Delhi, all the different embassies are there. What is that section called? Chanakpur. Yeah, look him up. A very incredible, very practical knowledge. He says it's very, very rare to find a poor man who is completely honest and a beautiful young girl who is completely chaste. Okay. It's like, yeah. He says, my neighboring king is my enemy. My neighboring king's neighbor is my friend. Is this rules for society? Yes, that's the way it is. And we can take advantage of these to create a nice environment where everybody in a proper situation, comfortable. Then we can think about serious things, internal things like that. Yeah. Okay. So, Chanaka Pandit, he said, poverty cannot stay where there is constant chanting of the, no, poverty cannot stay where there is constant endeavor. Poverty cannot stay where there is constant endeavor. You just keep trying. It's impossible, you know, for you to not make some success. Poverty cannot stay where there is constant endeavor. Ignorance cannot stay where there is constant recitation of the Vedas. Just go on reading Bhagavatam and you'll become the most erudite person. You'll develop an incredible vocabulary, everything else. And sinful reactions cannot stay where there is constant chanting of the names of Hari. Right? Sinful reaction cannot stay where there is constant chanting of the names of Hari. Hari, Hari, Hari. We're chanting Hare Krishna and Hare Rama. So what does the word Hare mean? You got Krishna and Balaram, if you please. Hare means, it's the vocative form of Hara. Hara, which is the feminine potency. In Chinese culture you have Tara. Hara, Hare, oh Hara. But it's also the vocative form of the word Hari. Hari. So some people just take it to mean, oh Hari, oh Krishna, oh Rama, like that. Yeah. But we take it as, oh Radha, oh Hara. Yeah. Yeah. So he entered into the pastimes of Advaita Acharya, and they were exchanging, you know, their ecstatic sentiments in so many ways. And then when Lord Chaitanya appeared, like the new moon, giving a preview of his mission of making everybody chant the holy names, simultaneously in Shantipur, Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakur were dancing in ecstasy. They were feeling the subtle world of what was happening. This is not an ordinary moment. You know, Lord Chaitanya is appearing in this world. And they were giving away unlimited charity by mental strength. Only got so much mental strength. After a certain point, I started getting headaches, and I got to stop. Because at 70 years old, you can get a brain aneurysm, you know, easily. My eyeballs fall apart. But Advaita Acharya, you know, just you can think this. In his mind, he was like making plans and this and that, and this money and that money, and this. You know, he spends his time and, you know, got an enormous, you know, amount of things there. You know, so Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya were giving away, you know, unlimited charity. When Nimai grew up a little bit, he heard that Advaita Acharya is having a Vyasa Puja for his guru. Who was his guru? Yeah, Madhavendra Puri, and he wanted to celebrate a very beautiful, opulent Vyasa Puja. So Nimai, teenager, they went to Advaita Acharya's hacienda, his big place, and there were rooms full of cloth, rooms full of, you know, vegetables, coconuts, rooms full of ghee, rice, ornaments, and hundreds of carpenters, dozens of carpenters, working on sawing things for building big amphitheaters, you know. And it says that Nimai thought to himself, you know, I think that Advaita Acharya must be Lord Shiva, because no ordinary human being could show opulence like this, you know. Well, he is. He's Shiva, he's Mahavishnu, he's the Avatar Tattva. He's an old man, too. Yeah, I give different stories here. So, then another time, then Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur was going everywhere preaching the glories and the potency of the holy name. One time he was staying with Hiranya and Govardhan, who were the uncles of Raghunath Das Goswami. Yeah, yeah. What if you were the tax collector for Texas and got 15% of all the collections? Would that be enough money for you? Maybe even be able to, thumb your nose at what is his name, Bill Gates and the other guy, yeah, Buffett, right? Warren Buffett, yeah. But that's what they were getting. They were collecting something like 15%. They were able to keep 15% of all the collections for West Bengal. There's no place in the world now that is as opulent as Bengal was at that time. Spices, beautiful poetry, language, silk, medical knowledge, political science, architecture, all these things in vast, incredible, what do you call qualifications. If you're born in a nice family, you're raised up with good brahmachari training, your memory is phenomenal. 30,000 verses is nothing. Prabhupada says Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati could remember everything he ever read. And there were other Brahmins at the same time, other Brahmins in the same level of him as intellectual force. And he's going through his library and, just readjusting things. And, you're building subtle links like that. Actually, this is meant to be with there. So he would have all this stuff available. He said talking to him was like talking to, a library. So all these things were there. They didn't need, computer. What do you need a computer for when you've got a, 3 terabyte memory on board like that, One time, Rajahamsa Das, his PhD thesis was got the first place award when he graduated from Kent State University, and he was visiting home. And he said with his uncle, who worked for the Indian train system back about 19, maybe like 85 or something, 90, And so his uncle was going down this list that was like, I think it was 3-digit numbers. He went down like this and wrote the total down, So Rajahamsa said, I said, Uncle, shouldn't we check it? He looked at it and he said, Rajiv, in 20 years I've never been wrong one time. This is the brain. Yeah. So Bengal was unbelievably opulent. It was Saturday night, and Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami are having a little party, something, and people are arriving on the cobblestone roads with beautiful matched horses like that, 4 horses by the same father out of 4 different mares, beautiful black horses, and their hooves are making these clip-clop sounds on the stones as they come with an ivory chariot, okay, yeah. And then there are ladies in beautiful saris. Sari is so fine you can put the whole thing through a ring like that. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, in beautiful, features. And then excellent Urdu and Sanskrit poetry, and 150 different items to choose from for your meals. Yeah. So this was Mandalapati, right? They were the leaders of this high-class society. And in the same community, because they were the chief minister, home minister, then Hiranya and Govardhan were the treasurers. And who was the overlord of the whole thing? The Muslim duke? Nawab. I mean, Mike's like Duke. Or, yeah, I don't know. Nawab Hussain Shah. It's so incredible kingdom. The only reason he couldn't invade Orissa was because Maharaj Prataparuddha had equal force and power to stop him. Giant kingdoms. We're talking about, this is our heritage. We're talking about entire kingdoms. So, Hiranya and Govardhan, they used to, when Raghunath ran away and met Lord Chaitanya in Jagannath Puri, how did Lord Chaitanya describe Hiranya and Govardhan? He said, did he say they were Vaishnavas? He said, your uncle and father are almost Vaishnavas, because they would give so much charity to support things. They would come and be the biggest donors for the Ilavada Dam. They would support so many things and help devotees like that. But he said, actually, your father and uncle, he said, don't take us as an offense because they're like my father and uncle. But he said, but actually, they are like worms in the ditch where people pass stool and urine. So, in Lord Chaitanya's definition, I'm a great devotee, I'm so nice, Prabhu, I'm helping like this and that, and yes, Prabhu, come take prasad, here's a donation and stuff. Yeah, but they were enjoying the sense gratification that goes with it. how many of us are doing this? How many of us are enjoying sense gratification in the name of Krishna consciousness? Yeah. But I guess there are worse things than being a worm in the stool and urine. Maybe it's some kind of stool and urine of the Vaishnavas. Okay. Yeah. And probably attracting us. But then very soon we begin to realize that, even if there's no opulence, we'll still associate. We'll meet for Mangal Artik in front of the headlights, so three automobiles in a field have Mangal Artik. I've done that. It's okay. It's nice. It's very opulent. So Haridas Thakur was living near, maybe it was Binapol. He was living near where they were, and he would go and visit them sometimes, and they would have these sanghas where they would discuss philosophy. 4 kinds of people approach Krishna: those who are in distress, those who are in need of money, and those who are curious. So you see, what is I was helping our friend Dr. Samaresh Bandapajaya look for a possible groom boy to marry his daughter. No, it's just the other way around, the son. So I was helping him going through this Banerjee matrimonial website, and all the girls were fair, slim-waisted, and something else. Every single one of them was fair, slim, and something, good complexion, And I was going through, I say, don't they ever show up as ugly, fat, and rich? And he said, shut up and keep looking. Like that. Okay. And then who to contact, brother, father, But so many of them, they had their hobbies. In America, we used to do this like back in 1965, my hobbies and stuff, But anyway, still doing it in India. And quite a few of them, some of their hobby was cooking, which I guess the husband, my wife's hobby is cooking. So, yeah. And the other one was religion. Your hobby was religion. Is your religion your hobby? But that's this level. It's somebody who's curious, right? And it is. If you're going to be curious about something, it's the most interesting thing. You start looking at different cultures and their rituals and this, and it's become, their ideas, their cosmology. It is, So that was their level. And they like these discussions, Some people say that many people are looking for God, but most people hope they don't find him. So this is like, Hiranya and Govardhan, this level. Some people are Kanista Adhikaris and they don't want to advance. So Haribol Prabhu, see you at Rath Yatra. Other people Kanista Adhikaris and they want to advance. Prabhu, let me explain it to you. Prabhupada says, and the books say, okay, yeah. So they were Kanista Adhikari. Then one time during the assembly, somebody said something about how the holy names by chanting will give you pious results and all these good benefits and stuff, And Haridas Thakur was saying that's just an extra secondary benefit. So the primary benefit is, he said, liberation is a shadow, just a shadow of the holy name. The primary benefit is awakening in love of God. So there was one very, very beautiful, arrogant Brahmin there, and he said, how can you say that? Liberation can only be achieved, with great difficulty, like that. Unless you retract this statement or something, I'll cut off your nose or something, So Hiranya and Govardhan were terribly upset, and they chased the guy out and took away his post in the government. And within about 1 week, he got leprosy on his nose, and his beautiful nose melted away. So very careful about insulting a devotee, a chaste woman, child, old man. Yeah, these are bad reactions. So that's one example, and he gave beautiful explanation of Shastric resources, how, liberation is namabhas. What is namabhas? We're chanting. Okay, what is an example of namabhas in Western people? Carpenter. Using a carpenter. What's an example of a carpenter with namabhas? Chaitanya Charitamrita here. Any carpenters here? What happens when you're pounding a nail and you hit your hand? What do carpenters say when they hit their hand when they're pounding a nail? They say, God damn it, right? They also say 2 things which refer to lower functions in the body, which we won't talk about, But it's very indicative in that moment. What they say, because some people, they hit their thumb and they say, oh, God damn it, That's namabhas. It's not being offensive about it, but it's showing up again. The result is that you'll think about is so intense you'll think about something else. So just a shadow, a reflection of the holy name. When the sun starts to come up in the morning, no more fear of thieves, of snakes falling into holes. So just chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama is sufficient to give you liberation, if you're not offensive. But then beyond that, if you go on, you become purified at heart, and then it can naturally wake up. Nitya Siddha, Krishna Prema, Sadhyaka Bunaya, Shravanadi, Shuddhachite, Karade Udaya. It wakes up, the glorification. And then naturally we start to manifest. And all the steps are there. It's very clear. You can check and see, it's happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stick with my contract. Our contract is, if you chant 16 nice rounds a day, we guarantee you'll become Uttama Adhikari. That's the diksha, the contract. When you get initiated, it's a contract. You promise to chant 16 nice rounds a day, and we promise you'll become Uttama Adhikari. And as long as, when Macduff had to fight with Macbeth, I'm sure you all know this, when Macduff had to fight with Macbeth in Shakespeare, he said, "Lay on, Macduff, and damn be him who first calls hold enough." So I'll go on chanting 16 nice rounds a day as long as I'm seeing progress. Okay. We'll give you progress as long as you're chanting 16 rounds, and damn be him who says enough. Okay. So there's no artificial, no blind faith. That's all we're agreeing to about first initiation, is that if you go on supplying the progress, it keeps on happening, then I promise I won't stop chanting. I won't waste your time. I'll be a serious guy. So then you go ahead advancing step by step with the holy name. So he gives a very, very beautiful description of that. And another time, his chanting was drawing so many people. So many people were becoming attracted to him that the Muslim administrator was becoming disturbed by this and ordered him to be beaten, beaten with sticks, right? So they would beat people and they would suffer and die. But Namacharya Haridas Thakur, they beat him through how many marketplaces? 20? 22. And he still wasn't dying or anything else. And finally they said, "Sir, please, if we go back to the king and say we couldn't kill you, he's going to beat us and kill us, So he said, "Oh, you want me to die?" He said, "Please, sir." So he just dropped dead. So they tossed his body in the river. And the story is that when they started to beat him, Lord Chaitanya just couldn't tolerate this, So he put himself between Haridas Thakur and this, and then later on he showed him how he had taken all the strokes on his back. So anyway, Haridas Thakur was tossed in the river, and he just kind of floated on down the river. Row, row, row your boat merrily down the stream. So go. Life is but a dream. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Playing with the crocodiles, whatever. And he got out at, I think it was Benapole. And then he was living in a cave, right? Found a nice cave, comfortable cave. And who was his cave mate? He got roommates. Yeah, one big snake, They get big, And it was staying in the back of the cave, and Prabhupada says Krishna is in everybody's heart, and he was dictating to the snake, go eat some rats or something. Don't bother this Vaishnava. So Haridas Thakur was quite comfortable, happy with the snake. But people would come and see him and ask all these questions and get purified. And they kept disturbed because the snake would come and go during the classes. They would become disturbed by this. So finally, the snake moved away, went someplace else like that, and so on. But simultaneously, there was one. I think maybe maybe he was a Hindu, Ramachandra Khan. That's a Hindu name. Khan, yeah, he's different. Yeah. So anyway, he was working for the government. And he also was becoming, because he also wanted the prestige for his philosophical knowledge, everything else. So then he sent one young and beautiful, in English you would say courtesan, but Prabhupada says prostitute. Yeah. Very young, beautiful prostitute to go and seduce Haridas Thakur. And she said, "Okay, but let me enjoy with him one time, and the second time you can send your men and have them witness this and drag him off and publicly humiliate him, and then people would turn to you. So she went there on a full moon night, and the atmosphere was unbelievable, pure and warm, and golden moonlights and birds and everything else, And Haridas Thakur was sitting there alone in his cave chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, here kitty, 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 here kitty, kitty. No, absorbed, yeah. And then she came there and she paid obeisances to the Tulsi plant, and she came over and she expressed her desire. You're so beautiful and young and handsome, and I'm just a poor helpless girl. I can't control myself. Please, can we have some more intimate relationship, and so forth, so on. And what did Haridas Thakur say? As soon as I finish my rounds, Mataji, I'll satisfy all your desires. So please just sit down and I'll chant, So she was imitating him, joking, Hare Krishna, like that and stuff, along with it, and stayed there. And then she began to display feminine postures that would bewilder the mind of Lord Brahma. But Haridas Thakur just kept chanting, Hare Krishna, here kitty, 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 here kitty, kitty. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 right. So Prabhupada says, we're fixed in our vow of chanting 16 rounds, then we won't be agitated by these things. Maybe they'll be there, but we won't be, we'll be able to control our mind. So the sun was coming up and she was feeling a little embarrassed being there, so she left. And she came back again next night, and Haridas Thakur said, I'm really sorry I fell behind, but I still got some more rounds to chant or something, So after the second or third night, she had become so purified, and especially because she paid obeisances to Tulasi. Krita Punya Punja. I memorized that. Krita Punya Punja. Anybody know what that means? Krita means to do. Punya, pious credits, and Punja, heaps, piles. The cowherd boys were allowed to play with Krishna as their friends, just absorbed in playing, with their toy soldiers or whatever, absorbed, only after Krita Punya Punja, accumulating piles of transcendental pious activities. Every time we circumambulate Tulsi, every time we chant Hare Krishna, every time we look at the temple and think how beautiful it is, that's one more pious activity. So Prabhupada says, I'm engaging you in so many pious activities. And he says, someday you will play with Krishna. They said, you will play with Krishna. It's just like, that's a minor thing, fella. It's just guaranteed, Jai, thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Even slow learners and difficult people make progress in this movement. So she was becoming purified. Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hridiyanto Stohi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suhrit Satam. Hearing and chanting. Even if you sleep during this class, you're making progress. If you're awake, you're making more progress. If you're understanding it, making more progress. If you're in your mind helping it become acceptable to Radha and Krishna, you're making more progress. So many ways. So then she apologized, she said what had happened, and then she wanted to become free from her sinful activities. So he told her, take all your possessions, give them away in charity, come here, sit in a simple cloth, and just chant Hare Krishna and worship Tulsi, and live on whatever happens, whatever comes. So everybody started coming. And he left because he didn't want to, because of, Ramachandra Khan. So, wherever a great devotee is offended, that person, his family, and everybody in his community is doomed. So Lord Nityananda came to Ramachandra Khan's place and wanted a place to stay. He said, yeah, stay outside in the garage. You can sleep in the garage, sir, the Durga Mandap. So Lord Nityananda laughed and cursed him like a second Kamsa and walked away. Then sometime later, maybe within the month, the Muslim administrator showed up because Ramachandra Khan had been skimming too much. He locked him up in iron chains, his wife, his children, his relatives. He harassed the entire village. He killed a cow and cooked it right on the Durga Mandap, and everybody that left just abandoned the village and ran away like that, and so on. So this is Haridas Thakur. Then finally he moved to Jagannath Puri and was staying there when Lord Chaitanya was there, and he wouldn't go near the temple because people would be contaminated by seeing him, all this kind of stuff. But Lord Chaitanya would come every day and bring prasad for him and stay and talk with him. And then Rupa Goswami was also staying there for some time. You know. But then later on, after Lord Chaitanya had been manifest for so long, his pastimes, Haridas Thakur was lying up against a tree, palm tree. It was very old, and a couple of different things I have to summarize here. Yeah. But then Lord Chaitanya he told Lord Chaitanya, you know, I think you're going to be leaving soon, right? And I can just tell that you're about to wind up your pastimes, and I don't want to hang around for that. You know, it's going to be too much. You know, so give me the benediction that I can leave. You know, before you go, like that, chanting Hare Krishna and seeing you in the time of death. And Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh, you're just imagining these things." And Haridas Thakur said, "Please don't make an illusion like that. You know, I know you can do it. You know, but don't do that and let me go." And Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh, you're such a great devotee. I'm sure whatever you want, Krishna will arrange." So sometime after that, he was still struggling to chant, and then they found him. He was just about to leave his body. Lord Chaitanya came with all the devotees and was chanting, and he took Haridas Thakur. I think he put him on his lap like that and stuff, or put his foot on his chest, I think even. And seeing the smiling face of Lord Chaitanya and hearing the kirtan, Haridas Thakur left his body. Haribo. Can't get like Guna Graham Maharaj. Can't get it more auspicious. And then Lord Chaitanya took his body in his arms and was dancing with it in the kirtan and ecstasy. And they found a very, very nice place on the sands in Jagannath Puri. And they put his body and probably wrapped it with cloth properly. And they did whatever. They bathed it in the ocean, bathed it in the sea right there. Then wrapped it properly, and they covered it with nice sand and built a plinth like that. I think which later was made more solid, more sophisticated. Then Lord Chaitanya went and through the marketplace in Jagannath Puri with his cloth. It's very useful. You can use it for collecting. But I'm collecting alms for a feast, for in honor of Haridas Thakur's passing away. So everybody was giving so much stuff, and Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy were coming and taking the excess. Yeah. One time I went on, a long time ago, maybe like 1984 or something. I went to Delhi. And we went on, there was a Harinam going out, so come with us. So I was coming, I was chanting, and we were going through some area, and the shopkeeper people would come out and give me a chadar. Okay, sannyasi, give us a chadar. I didn't have one. I think I had one, and they took it away. And sorry, Maharaj, it was a little cold. Don't worry, Maharaj. So I think, oh, okay, So we go on a little bit, and they took it away and give it to a brahmachari. They go a little bit farther, another shopkeeper will come out. There's a sannyasi with no chadar, and kept passing it away. So Lord Chaitanya was begging in the Damodar Maharaj, and everybody kept taking it away and stuff. So I had a big feast and talking about Haridas Thakur. And Lord Chaitanya said that some people have good character, and some people may not have such good character, but they preach, right? And so he said Haridas Thakur had both. Excellent character and dedicated himself to preaching both. And then somebody started chanting this prayer we did at the beginning. Jaya 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 Haridasa. Jaya 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 Haridasa. Namara Mahima. Namara Mahima. Korila Prakasha. Jaya 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 Haridasa, that's obvious. All glories, all glories, all glories to Haridas Thakur. Namara Mahima. Namera means of the name, quickly, Namera. Mahima? Glories, yeah. Of the holy name is glories. Korila, he did. Prakasha, manifest. All glories, all glories, all glories to Haridas Thakur, who has made the glories of the holy name manifest. It's a very nice prayer. On the different appearance days, we've had Balaram Purnima, Janmastami, Lalita Sapti, Radhastami, and then we had Akadasi, Vamana Dwadasi with Jiva Goswami, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Now we're having Haridas Thakur. And tomorrow is Vishwarup Mahotsava. Bhadra Purnima, sannyas of Srila Prabhupada, sannyas of Lord Chaitanya's older brother, and the anniversary of the release of Upadeshamrita. So you can also chant the entire Upadeshamrita or read it tomorrow. We have a birthday cake for every year of the Upadeshamrita. Every day is a possibility for a festival, to make your heart happy, and people will just see you and they say, I want to be like you. What are you? I'm a Hare Krishna. Okay, that's what I want to do. Yeah. So this is a little summary of today's festival. It's a wonderful opportunity, to get purified and get the mercy of Haridas Thakur. Yeah. Devotees wanted to read more, they wanted to chant more, and Prabhupada said, no, 16 rounds like this, is enough. And they're like these great, generous people who sacrifice for other people. So yeah, we chant and everything else, but also then, going out and glorifying the holy name, making it manifest in so many ways, doing different projects, preaching projects. We're just passing through. We go tomorrow, and then we go to Peru. And after years of work, anybody can do this, keep at it. Our next symposium will be Art and the Sacred, and we're getting participation from the Fine Arts Academy of India, the the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So many opportunities. You can afterwards talk, anybody wants to talk, But anybody, just take up your particular nature and start glorifying the holy name. Make it manifest what it does. So, koi prashna hai? मैं हिंदी सीख रहा हूँ कृष्ण के बारे में कुछ बताइए. Please don't ask a question in Hindi. Wait a second here. We got here, yeah. We got the Fernsprecher. Yeah.
Haridas Thakur chanted 300,000 names of Krishna every day.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have left him with maybe 1 or 2 hours to eat, sleep, and take his bath. So, I mean, how did it physically, possible?
It's 64 times 60 plus 64 plus 64, which is 190.
190.
Yeah, I was going to say it. 192.
So, how is it humanly possible somebody to spend all that time and still be able...
If you look on the Wikipedia for the world's fastest talking man, you'll understand. It's a big competition, who can talk I think the world's fastest talking man, the guy who holds the record right now, if you slow it down, every single word is there, I think it would take him like 40 minutes to chant 16 rounds. Your beads start to smoke like at that point. So I don't know. Maybe Haridas. I heard he chanted 1/3 like kirtan, 1/3 japa, and 1/3 silent.
In his mind.
Yeah. In his heart. Yeah.
But even if he were to chant that fast, he said he went out to preach with Lord Nityananda. He still found time.
8 rounds is 1 hour, right? So 16 rounds is 2.
It's almost 22 hours a day.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I guess that's just it. Because what else you need to do? Everything else is taken care of. The food's coming automatically. So this takes, even that. Prabhupada says the actual standard for rest or sleep is 2 hours a day, and then with short naps. But he wouldn't even have time to that. So I don't know. It's a mystery.
I think people can chant 16 rounds in 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
So 64 rounds in 6 hours.
There we go. So he maybe had 4 hours every day.
So 18 hours.
There we go.
16 hours.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you're chanting 3-second mantras, then you get 5. It's 6-minute rounds. Yeah. It's a very nice standard, actually. So, other questions or comments here about Haridas Thakur? Yeah. So tomorrow we have one festival after another here, right? So tomorrow is also a super auspicious day, and it's explaining here, right? Yeah. That I guess maybe I don't know if you're gonna have the golden throne or not. Yeah. But it's an incredible day, to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam. And I think they're available at a discount price. Now, someone's going to make an announcement here. Huh? Huh?
Discounted price is $240.
Okay, yeah, right here. How much?
Discounted price is $240. Usually it is $300.
Not 500, not 300, not even 250. Only $240. Yeah, and it is. It is a literary incarnation of God. Bhagavatam is the heart of the Bhaktivedanta library of our culture. Chaitanya Charitamrita is a class. Bhagavad Gita is the introduction. Krishna book is an extract. The teachings of Lord the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, the life of Lord Chaitanya. These are all, you see, all of these are just extracts from the Bhagavatam. Then along with that, we have Hari Leela Das is managing our Bhakti Bhai Baba program, which is a whole Prabhupada designed an entire program for studying the books, to read them, to go through personally and systematically to other people. And then the benefit is incredible. Tato Jayam Udirayat. You'll become healthy, wealthy, wise, prosperous. People will respect your preaching. Management will be at the end of your finger. There'll be no question of shortage of money. Every benediction. Prabhupada said you chant the Panchatattva mantra and follow with Hare Krishna mantra, you achieve the perfection of life. He said, but if you want to preach, you should probably read my books. And everything is there, the arguments, the perspectives, the ideas, details without limit in the Bhagavatam. Even atheists glorify the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest production of evolution. Yes. Isn't evolution wonderful? It's produced the Srimad. I'm a big atheist guy, Srimad Bhagavatam. So, I think now we're supposed to return control of the program to our somebody here, right? 6 o'clock till 6:45. Yes, I skipped over that because the time, yeah.
Yeah, and he phoned out, he said, why you're sick? He said, you sent me Mahaprasad. I had not finished my round.
Ah, yeah.
So, but it's a Mahaprasad, so
Yeah.
he took the one morsel and then he was regretting, but he appreciated the offerings
Yeah.
of Mahaprasad.
Yeah.
How much he was giving.
He was also getting sick and getting old, couldn't chant. And Lord Chaitanya says, what is your disease? He said, my disease is that I can't finish my rounds. Yeah, and Prabhupada the purport said it shows that's an indication of our spiritual health, how we're getting our Gayatri done, how we're getting it. So many glorification. What's the one? Rupa Goswami has a Pajavali. It's a collection of verses about the holy name. I remember, it's so nice. It said, from different sources, he just collected them. One of them is, just like misers like coins or jewels and look at them, I collect holy names, each one. And he says, only a wicked person tries to finish his rounds quickly, get them done. Only a wicked person. Yeah. Krishna will never punish you for chanting 16 nice rounds. You took the time to chant, you gave the best time and the best everything else to chanting 16 rounds. Oh, I'm going to punish you. You'll lose your job. People will hate you. No, he'll always reward you. We don't give the best to it because we just are attached. We have to do different karma. So do karma yoga, whatever you can do for Krishna, nicely, not dog hard, and as much as you can, engaging in chanting, And then books and everything else, they speed up the process. You see exactly how Prabhupada is preaching under certain circumstances in his books, and you just naturally get the same result. So now we're supposed to have right, 6 o'clock till 6:45. I was told. Here he comes now. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yes.
Today, our Sunday feast sponsor, disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj,
Because tomorrow, no?
in memory of His Grace Dwarkadish Prabhu, who passed away in a car accident in California. Dwarkadish Prabhu was one of Maharaj's senior disciple, always enthusiastically helping Maharaj with every project that Maharaj undertook. Abhaya Charan Ujjain Temple, the new project in Florida, and also the cow protection program. He also helped extensively with the launching and distribution of Maharaj's book, Ocean of Mercy. He also helped Maharaj financially as well as physically. He hosted Maharaj and visiting devotees many times at his home. He served Sri Sri Rukmini Dwarkadish in Los Angeles, and when he went to Vrindavan, he would also serve Sri Sri Radha Shyamasundar with lots of love and devotion. Prabhu was semi-retired from office as an accountant and was making preaching tours to Russia and many other countries in Europe. So today's kirtan is dedicated for His Grace Dwarkadish Prabhu. Today's Sunday feast cooking is done by the Bhakti Vriksha group from Katy. Anyone here for the first time to our temple? Anyone here for the first time? We welcome you. We welcome you. Today we have our newcomers ambassador, Vinod Rai Prabhu. Vinod Rai Prabhu is our ambassador today. So when you exit, be sure to stop by the front desk and collect a free gift. There is a Harinam at Discovery Green program on this coming Saturday, September 29th, 5 to 7 p.m. And there is a van pull that will leave here parking lot at about 4:15 on Saturday, September 29th. Maharaj talked a little bit about Bhadra Purnima campaign, and tomorrow is the Purnima, and you can donate or buy our Srimad Bhagavatam set for only $240. And we have heard that we achieve the transcendental destination just by donating a set, and it's all written here. So if you are interested in either purchasing one or donating one, please see us, and there will be a table set up at Gauranga. Mridanga, we are missing 2 Mridangas. Like this. It's pretty hard to put it in your pocket. But if you took it, Shri Shri Radha Nila Madhava knows. And it's perfectly fine. You could have taken it to do some kirtan or to learn. But please bring it back when you get a chance to bring it back. After a very long time, His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj will be visiting Houston. Maharaj will be visiting Houston over the Thanksgiving weekend, November 20 through November 26.
I'll be back through
And
also same day.
Maharaj will be here at that time as well.
Well, my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend.
He is Maharaj's best friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Good friend.
Yeah, but that's friend. That's hard to
And Maharaj is our best friend. So that makes all of us best friends. Madhavacharan Prabhu had sent many of you a link to complete a survey for the Kirtan festival that was just held here. Today is the last day that I've been reminded that if you would like to let us know, let him know how the festival was, please take a little time and complete the survey and let us know so you can plan the festival in a bigger and better way next year. His Grace Rati Prabhu will be chanting our 7 o'clock kirtan today. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरिर्नाम हरिर्नाम हरिर्नामैव केवलम् कलो नास्तेव 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 गतिरन्यथा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare